This European Cricket Network event is proudly brought to you by HCL Software, Paramatch, La Junta de Andalucía, Victorinox, and our official timing partner, Rado.
See that it's Kathleen Belcher ready to start off with the ball, and Phoebe Monkenbaugh, who is the second highest run scorer this time round in this championship, to face. And it's going to be a wide first up. A woman umpire that is standing, that gets played away, and that's taken. What a great catch. Absolutely sensational. And Beth Gummon holds on to an absolute zinger. It's been hit hard from Phoebe, but has to go down and taken this sort of around about waist high in the gut. It's a great catch and a great first strike for England. They get the dangerous Phoebe. So Monkenbaugh won't be adding too many. And that's played away just over the head of Wheeler. I wonder if Amy Wheeler had a misjudged this, or this gets over her pretty cleanly. We'll have a look at it again. You can see that the bowler just struggling a little bit. Just see the ball first. Yeah, it's still going right across the umpire, so that's still a concern. It gets enough of this to get it over Wheeler. 4 runs.
Offside's open. That's the way she goes. She finds the gap and finds the boundary. Excellent shot from Karana.
Beautiful shot. This is exceptional, right out of the textbook. Well, that'll bring a smile, not just to her face, but to many. Times this to perfection, uses her feet, gets to the pitch of it, and crunches it through the gap. 4 runs.
Gone, ran down and missed it. Karana has to go. Green kind of tosses it up, tempts the Dutch opener into the shot. But the angle completely does Sonia, and that's a double early strike now in just the second over. Netherlands 11 are 15 for 2. Belcher comes back. This is pulled away, and that's gone. Well, she got wheels at square leg. This time, Amy throws herself to her right. Declan goes for a duck. Belcher with her second wicket, and the Netherlands have lost their top 3. It's 16 for 3.
Yeah, well, it's a good catch, isn't it? It's almost like the trap was set.
This is going to be pulled up in the air, and it's another wicket. That's 2 catches in the over to Wheeler, and Schmidt has to walk back for a duck. And the Netherlands 11 with a horror start in this ECC-W final. It's 16 for 4.
It's a 2-ball duck for Robin Schmidt, who wants to take on that short delivery again. And you're just finding here that Kathleen Belcher is just a little bit quicker than what she needs to be.
This is in the air and almost carries back to York's green. There's 4 as Caroline de Lange comes out. Look, I'll say one thing that's in Netherlands' favour is there's still a lot of time in this innings.
That's up in the air. That's been pretty well belted as well. And that's going to be, or just bounces before the rope, and will be 4 runs. 4 carreras. Short again, and that's in the gap. That's going to be 4 carreras. I'm liking this from the captain. Captain stands up and says, enough of this. I'm going to take on the bowling. And this time she does play the pull shot. So they made a change in that field by pushing the long off back, but that works right into the plan for Caroline de Lange, who hits back in that over. What a crazy over.
Full, just heading down the leg side.
It's going,
one.
you know.
It's still going. It's 4. Well, the pace of Wheeler creates that. The old hit and kick from the Netherlands, but they'll take him however they can.
Yeah, happy holidays to Sebastian Pratt as well.
It's the old reverse. Kind of tried to go to fine leg and ended up with a bit of an edge. Just missed her nose and went to the boundary. So again, a couple of lucky ones for the Netherlands that over, but they'll take them. Yeah. Shot. That might get the gap. It does. It's going to be 4. It's an excellent effort. Yeah, well, when the DJ's playing the music, it's never a good sign that he's already getting 4. She actually does well. She pulls this back, but she pulls it back from the beyond. So have a look at this. Great effort from Belcher.
See, that's sensationally well, actually, to get on this. I mean, it's just unfortunate because the momentum of her body is going forward. It does carry the ball forward for too long before she's able to pick it back.
She goes straight and she gets a piece of it, and it's going to completely doodle Amy Gordon. Well, it's the old Kartima Tortuga coming in. It pitched in the grass. She overran it. Amy couldn't double back, and another bit of luck for the Netherlands.
Yeah, they've got to cash in on their luck here, and that was a lovely shot by Robin, but really it should have been cut off by Amy Gordon there. She kind of didn't put on the brakes quickly enough, and it bamboozled her.
And she goes for it up in the air, into the gap though, and another Kartima Oval Tortuga has wrong-footed another England fielder. You wouldn't read about it. That's Rachel King out there, and the Dutch get the benefit of another boundary. Now this is pretty much straight up in the air. Feel like it should be caught. It's not caught. Well, you wouldn't read about it. And that looks like Gordon down there ended up just going the one hand of hope. Another fortunate moment. This partnership seems unbreakable at the moment. Hits it pretty hard, and that's a brilliant stop from Noeline Davies. It might as well take on the two here. Good throw will be out. It is out, so it'll be one and done. DeLange unselfish. You love to see that from your captain. Yeah. Trying to get Riker back on strike. Riker, I suppose, in theory, is the more recognised batter. But, I mean, really, even though it wasn't too far from the fielder, I thought it might go for four, but Noeline Davies knocked it down. Fight a throw back. So it'll be one and a run out. It'll be 84 for 5.
Spectacular piece of fielding by Noeline Davies. That was hit at some rate. She got a finger to it, picked it up, and then accurate throw. Amy Gordon didn't have to do anything really.
Last ball coming up. One thing's for sure, Riker wants to hit the first 6 innings right here. Last ball time. Won't get 6. We'll get 1, and I just don't think there's any chance they can go for 2. So 87 is the famous number where I come from. It's something to bowl at. Of course, we saw 70 win the Challenger final. Sorry to remind you of that.
Again, Vinny, don't remind me.
You know, the Netherlands 11, the challenge has been thrown down to their bowling unit to see if they can get the key early wickets. A bit like they lost in the first innings and essentially restrict some of these heavy-hitting England batters. England 11, though, I think they'd have to be favourites after that first innings to go back-to-back ECC-Ws. Incredible season, and of course, even bigger and better things planned in 2025. Almost ready to go. Schmidt to open up, Kesterman and Lamb to open for England. 88 for victory. Starts with a ball that I thought it might have actually grabbed a little bit of the pad. But umpire didn't think so. Wide is called. Now that's out of here. Adios, Pelota. Maximo! Halfway up the jungle. It was hitting practice for Kesterman, one of the players of the week for the England 11. Too long, although this is going to get away. Long chase out there. Malcolmbaugh calls Van der Voning off. I'll get 2. Over number 2. And it's going to start with a chip down the ground. It's caught by Karana. Lamb will have to go. It's Lara Lemhuis who comes out. That's off the bottom of the bat of Lamb. Karana prowling. We just talked about how good she is in the field. Made that look easy. And there's one of the early strikes that the Dutch were sorely after. It's 13 for 1. Gordon goes to the sky straight away. This is going to carry. And it's gone. Gordon for a golden. And would you believe it, Lemhois is on a hat-trick. 2 balls, 2 wickets. And England 11, after such a convincing first over, have lost 2 key players in 2 minutes. 13 for 2.
Wow. Just as we were saying, everything could change on the turn of a ball, and it's 2 big deliveries here from Lara Lemhuis that has sent Amy Gordon back. And
oh, that's up in the air, popped up, almost a catch for Robin Schmidt. Hurled herself, didn't really have a plan, just kind of ragdolled herself at it, and high drama in the second over. Deuces wild, 2 for 2 for Lemhuis. And the Netherlands 11 strike twice, 14. That made it 15 for 2 after 2. Coming 1 of 5. Tries to funkify her batting and she'll do it. Brave shot given the situation, but she executes it perfectly. 4 runs.
I'm going to hit it straight over the keeper's head.
The old fake look to the offside. I like that. Extra points. Normally the eyes don't lie, but this time they do lie. Driven very, very well. DeLange will have to watch it fly across the rope, so Tilly becomes even more important here. Uses her feet nicely, gets it on the half volley and slams it through extra cover for 4.
Yeah, that was a lovely shot. Good use of the feet there.
Seekers. This one's more the regulation leg spinner, and it's adios. And
1, 2, 3, Maximo!
Oh,
my life is complete.
Well
I can go home now. I can go home now.
No, don't go home just yet. It's Seegers just rolls out a bit of a half tracker. Last ball, the 4th. And that is short, and it's cut away. Deckling hurls herself at it, but it's going to be 4. So Silva just having a few issues with the control, and in the end, that over goes for 15. Lifted up in the air, right back to the line, and 6. Maximo! Well, that is courageous for Kesteven, who just backs her power, plays a very correct on drive in the air and gets 6.
Yeah, she's smiling at that one. That was a lovely shot. And you can see again, there was not too much of a backswing.
Oh, that's a little bit of a lucky edge, but in pocket of suerte, as this English innings kind of mirroring what we saw from the Dutch. Even though the English have only lost 2 wickets, the Dutch lost 4 early, but in the middle overs, they've just been able to create some of these boundaries, and that score ticking along nicely for the English fans now. Well, she tries it, and she's going to get it over the fine leg. What a shot from Kesteven. Just had 0 regard for the risk, and that really could have gone anywhere, but Deckling had to chase it back to the fence. 4 runs, an extraordinary wrap shot.
Ginna Sona, this is spectacular, and what a time to pull it off in the final. She's showing no fear, playing all her shots on merit. That's been hit, and just over the fielder in the 30-yard circle. That's a cruel blow, really, from the Netherlands. The hopes are up that this one could have gone to hand, but it doesn't, as Tilly Kesteven gets another boundary.
And oh, that's gone straight through the gloves of Rosie Lawrence. That's going to be 4. There's a little touch on it down the leg side. The first one is short, and it's smashed. And well, the Scottish team, their fielding isn't over just yet. That one had them parting like the Red Sea, but the first ball gets punished. 4 more. England 11 surely now odds on to take this trophy.
Yeah, now Beth Gammon getting in on the at, a little bit too short. Rocks back, plays a beautiful pull shot on the swivel.
But no doubt about this, it's going to get away despite the efforts of Robin Schmidt. It will be a boundary.
This is as much as a well done to all the players involved, as that one's going to get away from the desperate dive from Isabella. She was quite wide in that long on position, and it's another boundary, and 3 required. And
that'll be it.
Will be it, Vinny. It will be England that do it again for the 2nd time. The reigning champions double up. Not only were they the champions last year against the same opponents, but they are once again the 2024 champions of Europe. Will once again be England. And look at the celebrations, and deservedly so, as the rest of the England 11 run onto the field to celebrate. This is the Cardham Oval. You're watching the European Cricket Network. This is the Field of Dreams.
And it's the stuff of dreams, really. I mean, such a talented squad, the England 11. That's why it's hard to pick out individuals when they work so well together. And you can see the genuine excitement and elation there. We're almost at the end of season 2024. I'm going to ask you to step over there because our CEO Roger Finer and ECN founder Daniel West will be handing you the trophy. And Kiara, let's get you presenting that trophy. Your winners of ECC-W24 Premier Division, England 11!